Gentlemen, how are you doing? Great. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank people who watch my previous videos. Today I'm going to talk about languages. African languages are very rich in terms of the vocabularies and how we express ourselves. Today I'm going to talk about the languages that is actually distributed. It's known to have being distributed in the South African Highveld. This language is known as Sepedi, Sesotho sa Leboa, or Northern Sotho in English. The language which has been coexisted for years until the German missionaries, they come and try to codify it for the benefit of the regions. Sesotho sa Leboa is actually related to Setswana, Sekgalagadi dialects, and the Sibirwa in Botswana, and the Shilozi, and the other and the Southern Sothos. But it's a distinct independent languages that actually many scholars fail to identify its richness. Today I'm going to explain some of the shortcomings of this historical omission. In most cases, many linguists or anthropologists, linguistic anthropologists, when they try to analyze the etiology of Sesotho sa Leboa or Northern Sothos, they fail to explain that there is a mutual relationship between Sesotho sa Leboa and the click languages of indigenous indigenous people of South Africa known as Khoi, or in Northern Sotho they call them Barwa, which means the sons. Sesotho sa Leboa or Northern Sothos has cliques. These cliques have not been identified by the scholars. This is very surprising in the sense that the same scholars have been able to identify that Southern Sotho or Sesotho has a clique that are also found among Nguni languages like isiXhosa and isiZulu. However, linguists could not be explained, or they were still unable to elucidate that the relationship between the clique that are found in Sesotho sa Leboa. Most of them have never wrote about these things. But today I want to divulge, or I want to illuminate, or to give an insight about the existence of these cliques among Sesotho sa Leboa. For instance, Sesotho sa Leboa is a language that is very rich, just like others. So I'm going to show you some of the click consonants that actually exist in the vocabulary of Sesotho sa Leboa, or as a part of nomenclature. Okay, among others of those words, we have got this kind of words were actually which have got click consonant were actually adopted from, like I said, adopted from the indigenous language of the Khoisan, which over the years it became part and parcel of Sesotho sa Leboa vocabularies. So I don't want to waste your time. I'm just gonna illuminate or try to give sort of highlights about these words that I have got click consonant. So like I said earlier on, this language is rich, and then to a point that it's also shown mutual interlink with the Sekgalagadi and other dialects of Sesotho sa Leboa, which actually shows that the Sotho, Northern Sotho, were actually close people to the indigenous Khoisan. So these are the click consonant. Matlakala, tla, 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 it's a click. Mutla, 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 tla, tla, it's a click. Matlo, tlo, 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 it's a click language, it's click consonant. You can hear it from sitlare, tla, tla, tla. It's a click, another click. Motlankana, 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 that's a click consonant. You can hear it. Matla, 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 that's another click. We have got clo, 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 That's a click consonant. We also have kapi. It is a kapi. You see, that's a click consonant. This click consonant was derived from the indigenous people of South Africa. It's also found among the Ngunis and like Khoisans and Zulu and the Sotho people. But many historians, no historian has ever tried to write about this existence of these clicks. Dikalauka, kalauka, dikalauka, kalauka. This kind of the richness or the languages of Sesotho sa Leboa, which has adopted the so-called the indigenous people of South Africa, actually clicks consonant, needs to be explored in detail. Not only that, some historian or so-called physical anthropologists identify that the Basotho ba Leboa has high rate of indigenous people genes. So this evidence you'll see that there are Basotho ba Leboa who have got a phenotype that are similar to the indigenous people of Southern Africa. So my point here is that the click consonant that exists in Southern Sotho, the Ngunis, coastal Ngunis, actually exist in the Highveld tribe, like Northern Sothos, as I elucidated or I explained earlier on, that Sesotho sa Leboa is also rich in click consonant. The aim of this kind of presentation is to create an awareness for the linguistic anthropology or linguistic and those who have interest in studying indigenous language that are related to Barwa or the Khoi, to be able to develop further understanding about this particular subject matter, because there is actually a gap. Although there is a gap, but there is a lot of information with regard to this particular subject matters that is very essential to be able to understand how we relate to these people. We call them Barwa or Khoisan, because there is a general opinion or speculation that black people or Bantu people are not related to indigenous people of South Africa. But in terms of linguistic analysis, as I explained, you can see that there's a vast or there's a convincing evidence to suggest that Basotho ba Leboa have been into South African bag before the so-called empty land. You know, we need to look at these matters, which is very important and can benefit to advancement of the scholarships, which actually show the mutualities and how we relate to each other. Having said that, until we meet again, sharp.